no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Gators will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The quick out. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Quarterback quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them, but I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick pass on the fly motion. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's now 2nd down.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Lagway. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's ball. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Got it. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Go straight ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fears the pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Durham. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. It's Berry.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It needs to be second down.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Lets it fly. He's got it up to 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and they'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This defensive front just ran free in the... Field, he'll lose 3. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left side. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off-play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's the handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Back to pass on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 20. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open grain, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Back's got it. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position. The fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game. Just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive. And not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field. But give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, going up top. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Flagway. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's ball. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, as a quarterback, those are the opportunities you dream about in games, right? When it's 2nd and inches, you know the defense thinks it's going to be a run play, so that's your opportunity to hit a home run ball against tight coverage they just couldn't come up with.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Back to pass, it's Flagway. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. Oh, out of space. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Gators are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Brown. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the stakes and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give. Runs through the tackle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout put. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Vanderbilt. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw. It's Flagway. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Florida! They move on top here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Berry. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Give to the back. He's stopped right this defense trying to preserve the lead. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Here's a heat. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance to... everywhere. It's a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Forced out of the pocket. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for...